Hello and welcome to the Simplifiers podcast. Pat yourself on the back, you've stumbled upon a bonus episode highlighting a super thought of the day. These super short episodes are here to help you get a quick boost of inspiration or spark new ideas, new ways of thinking, or simply challenge old beliefs that you might have. And today, I want to share my experience and what I learned at the Big Magic Workshop led by author Liz Gilbert of Eat, Pray, Love. Incredible, transformative, powerful, moving. Those words, they don't even scratch the surface of what really happened in that magical venue called the Friends House in London. It's funny, I went into the writing workshop thinking it was all about how to write a book or a memoir, but I quickly realized, about minute 6, at which time I was totally bawling my eyes out into this 5-hour workshop, that it was so much more. We started the workshop with 2 minutes of silence and deep breathing to center ourselves in the room, slow down our heartbeat, and truly become present. Then she led us through the 6 chapters of the book, Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear. And they are this: courage, enchantment, permission, persistence, trust, and divinity. As she says, these are the major, necessary, emotional components to living a creative life. I had no idea that we would be doing this deep soul work as she immediately had us pull out our journals and let fear write a letter to us right straight onto our paper. Here's how we did it. Throughout the day, she had us write letters to and from parts of ourselves. And in Liz's words, she says this: fear deserves a voice to be heard and acknowledged. Let it sit down at the kitchen table and fully speak. Don't debate or argue with her. Just listen. Let him or her speak. Woof. So the first letter I wrote to myself was this, and feel free to do the same using these writing prompts. Dear Mary, I am your fear, and this is what I wanted to tell you. Go ahead, press pause now, and pull out a pen and paper. Set a 7-minute timer and see what comes up and out onto your paper. I'll be here when you come back. And so I wrote, and the tears came barreling out of my eyes and onto the paper, and I just let it free flow out of me without judgment and without editing. And then Liz says this: okay, now turn to the person next to you and introduce yourself. And then take turns to read your letter to each other. At that point, you could literally hear the collective hearts of about 800 women sink down to the pits of their stomachs all at once. This is my big, scary, messy-ish, Liz. You want me to tell this to an absolute perfect stranger? Oh my gosh. With tears in my eyes, I did. Her name was Joanna, and with loving kindness in her eyes, she listened. This, my friends, is what life is made for. True, genuine connection, deep soul work, excavating what is lurking deep down below and holding you back. Fear wants to isolate you and keep you playing small, playing safe, and ultimately it keeps you from being connected with yourself and others. And what I learned in that exercise is that our fears are universal. I could have written the letter she wrote, or the countless others we heard shared in that room. We forget that every single person on the planet, no matter how perfect their Instagram feed looks, is struggling with fear. We wrote 5 more letters that day, including one from our enchantment, which is basically that fizzy, joy-filled, energetic part of you that lights up when you do things that delight you. Whether it's painting with oils or sitting outside in the sunshine or getting together with your very best girlfriends or creating your art in whatever form that takes on. It's basically how I feel each and every time I record a new episode on the podcast for you guys. Enchantment wrote a letter to me reminding me of the very specific times when I felt really, truly alive and lovingly reminded me to find that joy and fun once again. Now, if all of this intrigues you, I highly, highly recommend you pick up a copy of Big Magic, read it, and do the work in each of these 6 key areas. I'll leave a link down in the show notes so you can check it out. I left the workshop raw and emotional and in an absolute upheaval, which sounds horrible, but actually it was exactly what I needed. A catalyst for change, a spark to light a fire and get me realigned with my core desired feelings and giving my fear the chance to be truly heard and healed. This, my friends, this is everything. If this thought of the day inspired you, snap a photo of you reading Big Magic and send it to me via Instagram, privately or publicly. Just tag the Simplifiers, and I'll be your virtual accountability buddy in your quest to simplify your life. Now, just a quick shout out to Claire Dunn of NoFaf in the UK, who's left us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This person wrote this: "Life is better with the Simplifiers podcast. I look forward to the weekly podcast with amazing guests. I'm learning so much." Mary is a skilled interviewer, and she really gets to the heart of the conversation and finds ways to bring real and practical life hacks to each episode. I'm hooked. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words. I make these episodes with you specifically in mind, Claire. No, really, I do. So if you've got topics that you want me to simplify, let me know. Connect with me inside our free online community, the Super Insiders, and share your ideas for future topics and special guests I should invite on to the podcast. Here you'll also find more tips, tricks, freebies, and more importantly, real life connection with others just like you who want to simplify their life. And it's all for free. Go to thesimplifiers.com/super. That's thesimplifiers.com/super to join our free online community, or click on the link in the show notes to join us on the inside. Also, if you're looking for more support, we have opened up 3 new spots for private coaching clients this month. You and me talking one-to-one weekly for 4 weeks straight, so you can get the fast track towards growing your business, overcoming your biggest challenges in generating sales, how to stop drowning in the to-dos, and ultimately, my friends, how to simplify. I'm your girl. Go to thesimplifiers.com/coach. That's thesimplifiers.com/coach to get your first call booked today. And as always, keep things simple.